In today's episode, I'm going to talk about signature fragrances. What are they? Well, what they are, it's very simple. They are those fragrances that people recognize you when you wear them. Let's say your inner circle, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, and so on and so forth. Those are fragrances that are very characteristic to you as a person, as a consumer, as a, fragrance passionate, fragrance collector, and whatnot. Therefore, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about my signature fragrances, my signature scents. And I'm going to give you a quick list with some of my signature fragrances. Some of them I've been using for many, many years. Others are a bit more recent, new discoveries, but which very quickly became my favorites because they are simply very representative for me, for my taste, for the kind of person that I am. And possibly one of the most important ones for me is from the house of Lalique, Ombre Noir. This is an extraordinary fragrance, if you ask me. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued about 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It was still present as an online exclusive on Lalique's website, but it has disappeared from there also. Fig, brandy, leather, tobacco, mint, woody notes. Simply gorgeous. This is the only way to describe Ombre Noir. A very refined, very powerful, very elegant type of fragrance, best suited for a gentleman and incredibly well worn in semi-formal and especially formal occasions. Incredible performance with this one, at least on my skin, and every single time that I talk about performance, you need to keep in mind that I'm referring to my skin. I don't know what happens on other people. We are different individuals, therefore your mileage may vary with every single fragrance. Ombre Noir from Lalique, it's one of my most important signature fragrances. I'm gonna always have a bottle of this. Next one up, again from Lalique, again discontinued, but this time around a designer fragrance, Olom. Incredibly simplistic, yet powerful and beautiful violet and agarwood combo. I simply love this scent. I've been using it for the past 6-7 years, maybe even more. Unfortunately, it's also discontinued, just like its brother, Hommage à l'Homme Voyageur. But I simply love this fragrance. This works perfectly every single time that I wear it. No matter the wearing scenario, how I'm dressed, it's simply amazing. Again, incredible performance with this one also. Simply love it. I still have about 25 milliliters in my 50 ml bottle, and I'm gonna cherish every single drop out of this. Next one up, again, a designer fragrance, and I'm not a big fan of this house. I never was. I'm talking about Dolce & Gabbana. But this fragrance for me is simply amazing, and it's about tobacco and hay. Dolce & Gabbana Puro Intenso. I simply love it. It's so masculine and so dry at the same time. This is dried tobacco combined with hay, and it simply smells amazing. In my book, this is a lot better than Chergui from Serge Lutens, which got diluted throughout the years due to the reformulations, so it's a pity. Next one up, and probably the most representative fragrance in my entire life, although I do not have the original one, the original formulation from 2007, I have the newer release, which is basically identical to the original. And this release came to the market about 2 years ago, and it was requested by all the original's fans, including me. I'm talking about D² Wood. D² He Wood, the 2007 formulation, was my most worn fragrance throughout the years. I discovered it when it first launched in 2007, bought a bottle, fell in love, and ever since I bought every single year a bottle of that fragrance. Up until about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, when I decided to let loose of all of my designer fragrances and switch to what you see in my video, that is niche fragrances. But still, I love this fragrance. I love the smell, I love the cedar wood and the violet note inside this composition. Again, a very uplifting, masculine, elegant, refreshing fragrance. And although this is the new formulation, To me, it smells exactly like the original D2 he would. Okay, enough with the designer fragrances. And let's continue, let's carry on with the niche fragrances. Next one in this list, my favorite, Violet. Me New York, Shaman. Incredible dark violet with animalic notes. I simply love this scent. It's so powerful, it's so beautiful at the same time, it's so elegant, and very, very long lasting. Very versatile also, but I actually prefer to wear this one at semi-formal and formal occasions. All year you can wear it without any issues. Simply amazing juice from me, New York. Next one in this list comes from the house of Tom Ford, and is this one, Fougère d'Argent. One of the best lavenders out there on the market. Simply put, elegant, uplifting, masculine, beautiful, and also, surprisingly enough, with very good performance. Tom Ford, Fougère d'Argent, a fragrance that you can wear throughout the year, no matter the temperatures, the seasons, and whatnot, no matter the event that you decide to wear it. Very good in summer, very good in winter time also. A very beautiful lavender inside that I simply adore. Tom Ford, Fougère d'Argent. Going to the next one, from the house of Bone number 9 comes another stunning lavender fragrance. Again, one of my favorites, Downtown Cooper Square. Again, somewhat in the same veins as Tom Ford, Fougère d'Argent, but here you have lavender combined with whiskey, and it's simply beautiful. Powerful, masculine, elegant, best suited for formal and semi-formal events. A very elegant, very refined, very gentlemanly type of fragrance. Best suited for wear all year round. Again, no issues with Downtown Cooper Square. Going to the next house, the house of Creed. This is a signature scent for a lot of people, me included, and it's again because of the lavender. Body Portugal. Simply gorgeous. Lavender with tons of citruses. Most surprisingly, the performance, which is incredible with Bois de Portugal. Again, an all year round type of fragrance. You can wear it dressed up casually, semi-formal, formal. It doesn't matter. It simply works. It's that good. So this was the House of Creed's entrance. Let's go to Gershov. And for me, my favorite one all time is this one, Fiero. Why? Very simple. Because of that beautiful combo between tarragon and bergamot. It simply shines, especially in hot summer days. But I've worn this one also in winter time, in cold temperatures. I had no issues. The performance is simply amazing. The smell is simply amazing. And this is one of my all-time favorite citrusy, or let's say green aromatic citrusy fragrances. It's that good. It smells great. It performs great. If you love fresh fragrances, then this is one that you need to pay attention to. Gershov Fiero. Going to the house of Rozhadov, my favorite one, and has become a signature scent for me in the past year, is Scandal Parfum Cologne. The reason for this is very simple. The amber-green note found inside, which to me is animalic. It's really nice. I simply love wearing this fragrance. For me, it's best suited during, let's say, warmer days throughout the year, but I had no issues wearing it in cooler days. The ingredients are top-notch quality inside the composition. I have no issues with the performance, as I've seen a lot of people complaining about Rozhadov's fragrances, and for me it has become one of my favorite fragrances and one of my signature fragrances. Next one up is what I consider to be one of the best aquatic fragrances ever created. This actually shares the same place in my preferences with another fragrance that I'm going to show you, but this is from Tower and it's called Talo Blue. If you're a fan of aquatics, you definitely need to see this one, if you don't know it. It's simply amazing. A dark, stormy blue sea. This is the entire story of this fragrance. This is how it smells. It's simply incredible. You have the impression that you are on a raft, stranded on a stormy sea. Talo Blue, incredible performance, absolutely incredible performance. Very uplifting, very refreshing, very powerful, just like the sea. And for context, the other fragrance that I mentioned is this one. Black Sea from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. Another incredible, stunning, aquatic. Moving on to my next signature scent, of course, from the house of Panadora, my favorite one, Panadora Grand Musk. If you love musk, if you love real musk, not the synthetic type, and if you love animalics, then this one's for you. And trust me, it's a real treat. Panadora Grand Musk is all about musk, animalic musk. Potent, vile, strong, incredibly blended, simply gorgeous. Stunning fragrance, stunning creation from Ibrahim Al-Zouabi, who's the owner and also the perfumer of the house. Incredible quality, incredible performance, best suited for formal events and also for cooler weather. Although, as always, I have no issues in wearing this type of fragrances throughout hot summer days. Because my principle was, is, and will always be, wear what you want, when you want, if it makes you happy. Okay, next entry, of course, Incense, cannot miss, because it's one of my favorite notes. And one of my favorite incense fragrances is this one. Inizio Parfums Magnetic Blend 8. Yep, it's all about incense. A multifaceted incense with a lot of green facets, woody facets, let's say smoky facets, the whole gang in one single note. Because this is a fragrance that contains only one single note, and that is incense. But it's so well done, it's so good, it's so powerful at the same time. And don't get me wrong, this isn't your regular churchy incense also. This is more of a monastery type of incense, if you know the difference. If you know, you know. If you don't, you need to find out. Next one up, speaking about incense, Amouage. And there can be only one. Meander. Such a stunning fragrance. Incense combined with orris, combined with sandalwood. You also have carrot seeds inside the composition. Incredible, soft but strong at the same time. Very good performance. A very beautiful incense fragrance. It makes you feel like you are sleeping or spending the night in the desert at a campfire. This is the image that this fragrance portrays to me every single time that I smell it, and especially when I wear it. Meander from the house of Amouage. And from the house of Amouage, there could be a lot more fragrances that I might include in this list with signature scents. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to choose only one. There could be also one of the most incredible animalics, such as silver oud. This is simply stunning. Meets man, the legend meets man. Epic man, of course, Sunshine man, Figment man, Dia man. All are signature fragrances for me, but as I said, for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna include one. Next, in this list of signature fragrances, the house of Oud. Yes, the incredible house of Oud. And this is Long Live the King. For those of you who don't know the house, I highly encourage you to visit their website to see what their fragrances are, what their story is, and what their offering is. But this to me is the most well done, best executed wood fragrance I ever sniffed. The performance on this one is absolutely out of this world. You can use one spray on your skin, and even after 2 days, you're gonna sniff the fragrance. That's how strong it is. The concentration of these fragrances is 40%. They come in extrait de parfum concentrations, but they are stunning, to say the least. Some may share similarities with other fragrances from the market, but the level of quality used by this house is simply incredible. Long Live the King, or simply put the King, is my favorite one. I've had them all. Currently I only own just 3, because I decided to separate from the others, but this one will always be in my collection because it's simply that great. King, the house of Aum. Next one, which became a signature scent for me, and this is a recent acquisition, it's from the house of Anfas, and it's called Gaia. This is the most realistic, if you want, green mango accord that I ever sniffed. I simply love it. I simply adore it. It isn't the overly ripe mango. It isn't the creamy mango. It isn't the very sweet mango. No, this is green. It isn't ripe yet. It's more aromatic. It's fruity aromatic if you want. I simply love it. Incredible quality, incredible performance from the scent, and highly recommend it to you if you love mango, but you do not want to, let's say, wear the same overly sweet, ripe mango that you can find in other fragrances. Going next to the house of Attar collection, and this is Crystal Love for Him, or as I call it, my favorite shaving foam. It smells like an old classic shaving foam that I used to grow up with when I was a kid, that my father used. I think it was from Palmolive, if I'm not mistaken. And it simply smells manly. It smells manly. Manly, elegant, refreshing, uplifting. It's a aromatic fougere, but very, very well done, very well blended. And the performance is simply outstanding with this one also. I highly encourage you to discover this house. I highly recommend, if you're a gentleman and you love fougères, try out Crystal Love for Him from Attar collection. Going to the next fragrance, that's a signature scent for me, from the house of Sospiro. Again, a discontinued fragrance. Don't know the real reason why it got discontinued, but it is what it is. Of course, Andante, the pink pepper bomb. If you love pepper in general, and pink pepper specifically, then you're gonna definitely love Andante from Sospiro. Very elegant fragrance, very refreshing, very manly. Andante, it's an incredible, powerful, long-lasting fragrance. And because I love pepper in fragrances, just like I love Termen from Amouage, then Sospiro's Andante has become throughout the years one of my signature scents. Next one up in this list comes from the house of Nishane. And no, it's not Ege, it's not Hachivat, it's not Africa Oliphant, it's this bad boy. And this bad boy, it's called Safran Colonis. Incredible, incredible stuff. If you love fresh fragrances, then this should definitely be in your collection. Pink pepper again, but this time around combined with saffron, combined with leather, combined with citruses, grapefruit if I'm not mistaken, and it simply is a stunner, especially throughout hot summer days. Very cooling, very refreshing, very uplifting. It simply puts a smile on your face in hot summer days. Nishane Safran Colonis. And you can wear it throughout the year with no issues. You can wear it dressed up casually, you can wear it dressed up formally. It doesn't really matter, it simply works. But if you love special occasions and you want a fragrance that really shines, this for me, it shines every single time that I wear it, then I highly recommend to you Boys 1920 and its incredible Relativamente Rosso. I love this scent, and what I love about it is the Rose de Mai note found inside, which is simply stunning, incredible. This is one of the best rose fragrances out there ever created for men. That's the big surprise. Incredible smell, incredible performance. This is actually my go-to fragrance whenever I go to an event. It's that simple. I don't have to waste time to think about what to wear and what not, and so on and so forth. I simply grab this one, couple of sprays, and out the door. Relativamente Rosso from the house of Boys 1920. Now let's go also to Acqua di Parma, because from Acqua di Parma, my signature scent has become this one. You might be misled by the name of this fragrance because it's Colonia Amra, and it's not about amber. No, it's about ambergris. This is an aquatic fragrance. This is a salty, let's say sea type of fragrance. This gives you summer vibes, but in a way that you can wear it throughout the year, and you don't necessarily need to be in the seaside to wear it. If you miss the sea, I don't know, in wintertime, Colonia Amra, couple of sprays, done. Beautiful creation, beautiful ambergris note inside, and very good performance also. I have no issues with the house of Acqua di Parma when it comes to their fragrances. I'm a big fan of this house. They are simply incredible, and I simply love what they are doing with their creations. Next one up comes from the house of Penhaligons, and it's of course the one, the only, Sartorial. It's all about lavender again. Lavender, beeswax, woods. I don't know, there are a lot of ingredients in the composition of Sartorial, and although it comes as an eau de toilette, it has great performance. Manly, elegant, simply put, for a gentleman. Sartorial from the house of Penhaligons, another house that I really love, that I really like, and that I really recommend to you. Next one up, the house of Alexander J. And this fragrance is something very beautiful, very interesting, and very unique to me, because it is the best representation of the elemi resin, Oud White, but combined with sandalwood. And the experience with Oud White is beautiful, to say the least. Very, very beautiful fragrance with very good performance. And in this one, as I said, the elemi resin combined with sandalwood, combined with Copaco balm, simply shines. Outstanding creation from Alexandre. Going to the next house, and the next house is Vertus. And from this house, our Ombr. One of the best amber fragrances that I ever sniffed, bought, collected, and whatnot. Again, you have amber combined with animalic notes, and this is a stunner, especially for fall, especially for wintertime, especially for spring. This is incredible stuff. If you love amber but you want something different, if you love animalics but you also want something different, then you should also try our Ombr from the house of Vertus. And this, my friends, pretty much does it for this video. These are my let's say top signature fragrances. There could be also included in this video, but it would make the video too long. Therefore, I just gave you my most important ones, the ones that I wear the most, if you want, the ones that I truly enjoy, the ones that are truly representative for me. The main purpose of this video was to talk to you about my signature scents. You, of course, may have other signature scents, because we are different individuals, we have different tastes, we like different things, we love different fragrances, different notes, different ways of creating, or how the fragrances are. That's why perfumery is so interesting and so beautiful, and that's why it is an art, first and foremost. But in this video, I've shown you a couple of my most preferred fragrances, what I wear the most. I could have made a video entirely with fragrances from Amouage. It would have been basically the same length. I could have talked about, I don't know, Gerov, Bond Number 9, for example, Mugler, because I have the entire Les Exceptions collection, or almost the entire, Penhaligons, Acqua di Parma, why not, Mancera, Montal, so on and so forth. But, as always, I try not to focus on a single house. I try to give you options. I try to give you a different perspective about different fragrances that are out there. And if you are a fragrance passionate, you should definitely try. And what I mean by try is not to go ahead and blind buy them. No, that's the worst thing that you can do, actually. But try to purchase a small decant, a sample, in order for you to wear it a couple of times on your own skin, to draw some conclusions, to have some opinions based on your own experience. And only afterwards, of course, based on those opinions, decide for yourself if it's worth buying or not those fragrances. It's that simple. Do not trust everything that you see in the online. Trust your nose, trust your senses, trust your own mind. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. This has been my list with my signature fragrances. I'm gonna see you in the next one. As always, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Be safe, be good. Peace.